Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Raiders versus Texans NFL Week 7 matchup on Sunday, October 23rd, 2022. Here on YouTube, I do tons of free pick videos, so be sure to subscribe to our channel. We do free picks every day, sportschatplace.com, Pickdawgz.com, right here on YouTube, as well as across social media and our live shows. And when you give out that many free picks, you're bound to like some games more than others. And to find out which games those are, as well as to get best bets from some of the top handicappers in the world today, head on over to our website, pickdawgz.com. Click on the Premium Picks tab. And while you're there, be sure to use the discount code 15OFF. You'll get 15% off all of your purchases at sportschatplace.com and pickdawgz.com. But let's get to this one. We've got the Raiders taking on the Texans. Both these teams just one win each. And both these teams coming off of a bye last week. The Texans got their win heading into that bye week, knocking off the Jacksonville Jaguars. They were a 7-point dog in that game, won that game 13-6. The Raiders headed into a bye, blowing a game against the Kansas City Chiefs, losing 30-29. Ah, man, these roughing the passer calls and stuff. These are just terrible. These taunting calls, all these things. This is just terrible. What the NFL has become. I mean, these ticky-tack calls and these calls that have nothing to do with the game whatsoever, like a guy saying something to another player, I mean, are affecting the outcome of games, and I think it damages the entire product overall. But the Raiders, like I said, just 1-4 on the season. Their one win coming against the Denver Broncos, losses to the Titans, to Arizona in overtime in a game they had won dead to rights, and a loss to the Chargers to open the season. When we look at how these teams got here, the Raiders defense just not forcing any turnovers at all, 34th in the NFL. They are 6th against the run, 23rd against the pass. While the Texans offense, nothing here exciting, 30th in yards, 26th in scoring, but 6th best. They just don't turn the ball over that much, so they're not beating themselves. Meanwhile, the Texans defense, 31st overall in yards allowed, but just 13th in the NFL in points allowed. So it's bend, don't break. And the Raiders, 10th in yards allowed, 7th in points allowed. So this game looks like the defensive units, or the Raiders offense, it's strength on strength on that side, and it's kind of weakness against weakness. So at least that's the way it looks on paper. The Texans 4-1-1 against the number in their last 6 games overall, 6-1 against the number in their last 7 against the AFC. The Raiders are 1-4 against the number following a straight-up loss, 0-4 against the number against a team with a losing record, 0-5 following a bye week. The road team is covered in 5 of the last 7 meetings of these two teams. Personally, I just think the Raiders play in a lot of tight games, and laying a touchdown, well, just not in my vocabulary when it comes to the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm going to take the Texans and the points, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks today, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. Our betting tools are 100% free, and the way they work, they show you just how often all the bets on the board today actually hit. Then they show you today's odds, and from there, you can assess the risk-reward, putting yourself on the bets that come in the most and pay the most. That's how you make money betting on sports.